my name is NURUL ZAFIRAH binti SABARUDDIN as Miss Farisha binti Ahmad, the appellant in this case.
Hi, my name is Shahrizal bin KHAMIS and I am the judge in this video.
Hi everyone, my name is NASAA'I Muhammad bin MATRIC, MATRIC number 1192068, and in this courtroom drama, I played the role as the representative on behalf of the appellant.
Hi everyone, my name is Siti Sarah AQILAH binti LOKMAN, my matric number 1192079. In this video, I am the Deputy Public Prosecutor and the representative of the respondent, Miss Siti Mardia.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is NAZIRA binti Muhammad ZARIMAN. My student ID is 1192798 and I'll be the clerk.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mujiburrahman bin AMIR PAISAL. My matric number is 1192120. In this courtroom drama, I will play the role as the main witness of the case, and my character's name is Mr. Ali bin Samad.
Order in the court. The Honorable Mr. Abdul Aziz bin Azhar, Chief Justice of Court of Appeal, Kuala Lumpur, Presiding.
You may be seated.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Calling the case of Farisha binti Ahmad against Public Prosecutor, Criminal Appeal number C0587 of 1996. Counsel, please introduce yourself.
Your Honor, my name is Said Kamal and I am the representative of the appellant.
Your Honor, my name is Siti Mardia, the Deputy Public Prosecutor, representative of the respondent.
Miss Farisha, please rise up to hear the appeal.
Ms. Farisha binti Ahmad, RIC number 870912140066, was charged with a capital offence for murder under Section 302 of Penal Code and was found guilty with the charge by the decisions of High Court of Kuala Lumpur. Ms. Farisha on 19 August 1994 was believed to have murdered the deceased late Mr. Azlan bin Zaki by first hitting him with an rotten can, then cut the deceased head with an axe. The murder occurred when Ms. Farisha and Mr. Azlan were on their way to Charuputing with another friend, Mr. Ali bin Samad. The headless body of the deceased was found by an estate worker on 23 August 1994. Ms. Farisha binti Ahmad, represented by the lawyer, would challenge the said judgment today.
I would now call upon the representative of appellant to present their appeal.
Your Honor, we would like to prove that the High Court has come to a wrong decision in the case of my client, Ms. Farisha binti Ahmad. Thus, we would like to call the appellant herself, Ms. Farisha, to the witness stand.
Ms. Farisha, do you swear that the evidence and the words you uttered shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Ms. Farisha, do you still remember what happened on 19 August 1994? Perhaps there is anything you consume or drink that could lead you not to having a clear mind on what happened that day?
I could not exactly recall what happened that day. I remember having a few cans of beer along with my two friends. We were on our way to Charuputing. I then asked my friend Azlan to take the long way, driving deep into the estate so that Ali and I could finish our drink without the possibility of getting caught by the police. We all had another 2 or 3 cans of beer together, and the next thing I know is that I woke up on my bed with my shirt covered with dirt and red color stain.
Then, is it true if I say that you were heavily intoxicated due to the consumption of the alcohol and you were not exactly in the soundness of mind?
Yes, that is true.
Okay, in that day, do you happen to have any personal time, perhaps a short conversation with any of your friends, while you were drinking?
As I said, I could not really recall what happened after my second can of beer. But I think I had a short conversation with both of my friends. Probably nothing serious.
Meaning that there is a possibility that they, your friends, have said something that hurt your feelings, and you, without the capability to think straight, might have done something like hurting them, perhaps just as a response to their deeds.
I could not really recall what happened that day. Maybe yes. As I said, I remember nothing after drinking the second can of beer.
Your Honor, we can clearly see that the appellant was heavily intoxicated, and thus her mind was impaired to the influence of the alcohol, and thus she cannot remember or recall what exactly happened that day. She then could have committed this murder without the soundness of mind, which can exclude her from the punishment of the mandatory death sentence by the virtue of Section 302 of the Penal Code.
Does the respondent have any question to the appellant?
Yes, Your Honor. If you may, I would like to ask some questions for clarification to the appellant.
Yes, you may. Go ahead.
Miss Farisha, on 19 August 1994, you plan on going to Charut Puting with two of your friends, Azlan and Ali. Is that true?
Yes, it is true. Just like what I told my lawyer earlier.
May I know for what purpose you went there?
I went there for business purpose along with my two friends. We plan to sell some rotan can to our customer there, the regular one. And I also plan for a meet-up with my old friends over there.
Do you happen to meet this old friend of yours to ask about the lottery ticket you happened to purchase a day after the murder?
I went there for mostly business purpose and catching up with my old friend. But since I could not remember what exactly happened on that day, it is most likely that I did not meet up with my friend.
So you do not deny the question, and you do acknowledge the purchase of lottery ticket. Do you happen to have purchased this lottery ticket by recommendation of one of your acquaintance, perhaps a shaman?
Objection, Your Honor. She is pressuring my client and forcing her to recall the event that have no relation in this case.
Order in the court. I will allow the question, but please remember to be moderate and reasonable with your question, counsel. Ms. Farisha, please answer the question.
Yes, I purchased the said lottery ticket to win a big amount of cash. Are you satisfied with the answer?
Thank you, Miss Farisha. I have no further question, Your Honor.
I will now call upon the representative or respondent to present their arguments.
Your Honor, we would like to call Mr. Ali bin Samad, the main witness of this case, to the witness stand.
Mr. Ali, do you swear that the evidence and the word you uttered shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes. I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Mr. Ali, could you describe what happened on 19 August 1994 at the time you were on your way to Charut Puting?
My friends and I were on our way to Charut Puting for business purposes. Farisha and Azlan were drinking in the car, so they asked me to take the long way by going deep in the estate so that we would not encounter any police officer doing roadblocks on the main road. Farisha asked me to stop for a while so that she can finish up drinking her beer. Farisha and Azlan sat outside on the back of the car while I rest in the car after a long drive. The next thing I know, Farisha hurriedly went back in the car after around 20 minutes, and she asked me to drive to a temple located nearby the estate, saying that Azlan needed something from the temple.
Do you notice any sign of heavy intoxication when Farisha walked back in the car and asked you to drive to that temple? Did she stutter when she talked, or did she talk the normal way she usually does?
I have been friends with Farisha for 3 years now. She is not easily influenced by a small amount of alcohol, but she seemed to sweat heavily when she came back from the temple with a covered stick. At first, I thought that Azlan might need it to cut something off at the estate.
What happened after that? Weren't you curious that Azlan suddenly disappeared? Or weren't you curious that Farisha's shirt was covered with dirt and red-colored stain?
I asked Farisha about what happened to Azlan, and she told me that Azlan fell sick by drinking too much beer and decided to walk home. About the stain, Farisha told me that the stain was Azlan's puke. After helping Azlan, Farisha went straight into the boot of the car, storing something peculiar that was covered with clothes. She also told me that the meet-up with our customers was cancelled, but she still insists to go to Charuk Puting to meet her old friend.
Did Farisha ever mention about adultery before? Perhaps a specific way to ensure that she could win a lottery instead of depending on luck solely?
She told me that she will become rich a few days before that incident happened, and she also took a loan to buy a new house as if she already won the lottery. I did not ask her any question on that, hoping that she will be lucky enough to win the lottery.
Thank you, Mr. Ali. Your Honor, based on the clarification given by Mr. Ali, we can clearly see that Miss Farisha were not all under the influence of alcohol when she committed the murder, and the main objective of the murder was to obtain the deceased's head to win the lottery. Your Honor, I have no further questions.
Does the representative of appellant have any question to Mr. Ali?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Ali, while your friends hanging out drinking beer, you were taking a rest inside of the car, am I right? So, most probably, you were unsure about the amount of alcohol your friends consumed and what exactly happened outside the car before Miss Farisha come and woke you up.
Yes, I do not have any idea on what happened to Azlan while I was taking a nap, but I hear a loud noise for a second and assume that it was nothing.
Thank you for the clarification, Mr. Ali. One last question. Can you say that you are 100% sure that the meeting of Farisha and her old friend was about the lottery? Did she tell you specifically?
No. Farisha told me to wait in the car while she met her old friend in Charuk Puting. I did not question her any further about her meet-up and drove back home straight after that.
No further question to Mr. Ali, Your Honor. Your Honor, it can be clearly seen that Miss Farisha, the appellant, was under influence of the alcohol when she committed such offense. This will then invalidate the mandatory death sentence as provided in Section 302 of the Penal Code, taking into consideration that the appellant was unsound of mind and was unable to think straight when she committed such crime.
The judge now will take into consideration of the evidence and arguments presented by representative of the both parties to make his decision.
Based on the evidences and arguments presented by representatives of both parties, I affirm the decision of the High Court of Kuala Lumpur for the judgment given to this case, and appellant Ms. Farisha binti Ahmad shall be punished for her offence with mandatory death sentence as provided by Section 302 of the Penal Code. The court found that the main objective of the murder was to obtain the deceased head, and therefore rejected the arguments given by representative of appellant as intoxication were not significant in this case. Appeal dismissed.